chairs, typing like warriors. Who even cares? Cheeto dust crowns, keen bores their swords, ruling their kingdom of calm and wars. But the mirror don't lie. Oh no, it won't. When the Wi-Fi's down, they're on their own. Kings of the keyboard, queens of the screen, living in a world where they reign supreme. But outside the glow, there's nothing to show, just dreams they forgot and snacks on the floor. Judging the world through a 12-inch frame, shouting opinions, throwing their blame. Oh, the bravado, oh, the parade. But in real life, it's all a charade. You think you're better, you think you're grand, but can you climb stairs without grabbing a hand? Life's not a thumbnail, it's flesh and bone. Log out and live it, stop sitting alone. Kings of the keyboard, queens of the screen, living in a world where they reign supreme. But outside the glow, there's nothing to show, just dreams they forgot and snacks on the floor.
Hey, hey. What's up? Oh my God. My fucking internet is starting already. I cannot handle this. I just got a thing. Having trouble connecting? Please check your internet connection. Holy fuck. So hopefully it will go smooth. So what's up, Natalie? Let me shut down some of these windows. Maybe that'll help. All right. Do you guys like my 2 new songs? So what's up, Sly? Let me start at the beginning. What's up, Sweet Misery? Who knows? Myself, Sly, Bonjour, Seclusion, Rock Jam, Natalie. Is it rock? It's horrible. Absolutely fucking horrible. Do you have AT&T too? Because they suck. All right, I don't know what's happened to my community lately, but I'm down like 64 subs. People aren't coming over to Ko-Fi from Patreon. I have no idea what's happening. Did I do something that my whole community is like turning on me or something? I don't know. But hello, it was supposed to be rebuilding, not burning down. What's up, D? Hey, agent. So first thing I want to start with tonight is something I just saw, which is actually really sad, but it only goes to show, hey, sweetie pie, it only goes to show that it doesn't even matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter how rich you are. Doesn't matter at what your status in the world is or what your status in life is. All it takes is a one shot to the head. And I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about right now. It's actually really sad. NUA, I don't know if you know this or not, but a defensive end for Dallas Cowboys. Marshawn Nealon, 24 years old, worth millions, died by apparent unaliving himself following a traffic stop from law enforcement. His family and friends were a little concerned about his mental health, but it just goes to show it doesn't matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter what your status is. After a traffic stop, he unalived himself. So here's the story on it. It's only like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. I just thought it was interesting. Where is that? What do I want to show? I knew it wasn't going to work. Hold on. What the fuck? I want to show up.
New and some serious questions about what appears to...
Hold on. Oh, I can't get it to come up. Fuck. Why won't I access my screen? Hang on. Try this way. No, it won't access it. What the fuck? Hate StreamYards. Nope. Won't work. All right, let me go this way.
To be the suicide of a Dallas Cowboys player after a...
All right, try that.
New and some serious questions about what appears to be the suicide of a Dallas Cowboys player after a police chase. Officials are now investigating the death of Marshawn Nealon. They say state troopers have been trying to pull him over for a traffic violation when he refused to stop. Police say Nealon eventually crashed the car and ran away. Police didn't find him until hours later with what he appeared to have died by suicide. His family in a statement tonight said he was more than a gifted athlete. He was also a devoted son, a loving brother, a caring uncle, cousin, nephew, grandson, and a loyal friend. It was only on Monday night that this promising young athlete scored a touchdown against the Arizona Cardinals on Monday Night Football. You look at that. There he is in front, number 94. Marshawn Nealon was just 24 years old. Ryan Chandler is following this story for us. Ryan, what else do we know?
So, Hallie, this all seems to have happened during a time of immense personal concern for Nealon's well-being. We know from the timeline provided by law enforcement and from audio from dispatch that he allegedly sent texts to families and friends telling them goodbye, which prompted them to reach out to law enforcement and ask for help in ensuring his well-being. You see the timeline here. It's about 10:30 local time last night when Frisco PD responded to a request from state police to locate that vehicle.
See, my question is, though, what was he hiding? Like, big deal, you're in a police chase. You're hiding something. And you were hiding something so big that it cost you your life? That's weird.
led to a brief pursuit that ended in that vehicle crashing. Nealon fleeing on foot until early this morning, just past 1:30. He was found with what Frisco police are calling an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound. State troopers call it a self-inflicted gunshot wound. I want you to take a listen to some of the dispatch audio that just communicates the level of concern that people who knew him had for him last night. Hallie.
We're getting a call from a friend of the resident. They just received a text from him, a group text saying goodbye, a concern for his welfare. They do not have a key to the apartment.
We're right outside of Cowboys headquarters, Hallie, where you see the team has honored him with his image. We've spoken with fans who have come to see that, saying that they're shocked, just proud of his success, his first career touchdown on Monday night, shocked that that high ended in such tragedy today, Hallie.
And obviously so many people, when you talked about it, the fans, the players, others, are remembering this young man tonight.
Most notably, I spoke with his cousin who says, you know, the world remembers this young man as a promising football talent, but she remembered him as so much more than that, as a model teammate, as a son and as a grandson. Take a listen to what she will remember him by.
It was amazing just because we see him, he gets so locked in when he plays, and it's an amazing feeling. And just seeing his name go across the stage, seeing him, you know, be congratulated by his teammates, it's something that he's wanted since he was little.
I think it's notable, Hallie, Nicole, there provided a pretty intimate look into his life, his mindset. This was a 24-year-old young man who had the eyes of the world on him, was facing immense professional pressure on the football field, but also personal grief. He lost his mom just last year, and she said he was navigating all of those points of grief and pressure. And tragically, they lost him last night, but they're choosing to remember him, of course, for his success in life and on the football field. Hallie.
Ryan Chandler, live for us there in Frisco. Ryan, thank you.
It's just so sad. I mean, you spend your whole life trying to make it to the NBA. I mean, NBA, the NFL. You finally get there. You get your first really good game, your first career touchdown. You're fresh out of college. You're fresh out of college, and you're going off yourself. It's weird, but whatever. We got something else that's weird tonight. So I wasn't around all day, but I came back home. I popped into Discord, and I saw that Jonesin jumped on Elevated Truth. I don't know the backstory. I don't know the back of it, but I did watch some of it, and we're going to watch the rest of it together. But I thought that it would be a pretty good reaction because I agree with what some of the things Jonesin said. I also agree with some of what Chat said. I agree with some of what Elevated Truth said. But I also have my own opinions. And I know that Joanne had made a comment in chat that Jonesin wishes she could be over there. I kind of think that too. I kind of think Jonesin would like to be back on the dark side. Not to be an asshole. And then I heard her say something about Moon called her boss. Why would Moon call your boss? Just curious. Does anyone know anything about that? That's pretty much where I turned it off because I got a phone call. But I'm like, why would Moon call your boss? Who even knows who your boss is? Like, why would she even? I don't know who her fucking boss is. So let's get into it. Do-do-do. Oh. I'm just pulling it up from when Jones comes up. All right.
That it didn't happen. What's leading you to believe that it did happen? Did you see it firsthand? Were you like, I don't understand. And there's a difference between disagreeing with someone on a case and going after them. Right? And even after she made her apology and I accepted it, you know what I'm saying? Even after that and I accepted it, what did she do? In the same live, continued to talk shit about me. So it's like,
she does.
So then my question is, why is it that I have to continually let someone sneak out, bite, and then if I respond, I'm the bad guy? What the fuck? What's up, Johnson?
What's up? First off, I have said that she started with Clue, so I don't know why Clue's saying that.
But she started with me too.
But I can't verify that, Truth. You and Brittany have deleted everything.
Hold on.
I'm going to say something now that I kind of feel like Elevated Truth kind of said it, but not really. Joneson, nobody has to prove anything to you. I don't know why you feel like that it has to be proven to you, because it doesn't.
Hold on. How could I have gone after her first if Clue hadn't gone after her and I was on Clue's panel all the time?
What do you mean? Hold on. Ask that again.
How could I have gone after her? Clue not known anything about it or covered it, right? And yet I didn't even have a channel until after she started coming at Clue the first time.
Right.
So she came at Clue before she came at me.
Okay, that's what I'm saying though, Truth. Like, she did go for Clue.
No, you're wrong. I did not. That's what these
not
people.
you.
Okay.
Not you.
So then it's not.
But at some point, Truth, you decided to jump in on it, is what I'm
No.
saying. And I can't go back and verify anything.
No,
But like, why does it matter? Even if that's true, why is it Joneson's business? I don't get it. And I'm not saying anything against Joneson. I just don't get, this is the problem in this community. Everybody thinks that they're more important than they are. Even if they did go after her, so people come after people all the time. Why is it okay for Joneson to be like, well, you know, you should, so who cares?
Did not.
You didn't decide to jump in on it.
No.
And then do a live stream and say, you know what? I don't want fuck all to do with this. Why are y'all doing these redirects? You didn't do that, right?
But even if he did, who cares? Why is it Joneson's business? It's not my business. It's not Joneson's business. It's not Charming Jenna's business. It's Elevated Truth's business. That's it.
He did do that.
I did do that. I didn't say anything about her.
I'm saying you and Brittany were going back and forth, and then you pulled out of it.
No.
Yes, you did.
Listen, you got times all fucked up sideways.
Well, it's because y'all delete your shit.
First of all, it's my content.
Bitch, you was a motherfucking lie. Who is y'all?
But hold on.
I'm talking to Truth, not you, Clue.
Hold on.
I'm talking to Truth.
But here's the thing, right? So when all of the pushing people around, she had already come at me months before that.
Right, but where's the proof of it?
And sent Moon after him.
Who cares? Why does he need to show proof? This is what I was like yelling on my computer before. Why does he need to show proof? Are you BJ's lapdog, Joneson? No. And it's like I'm going to call it out. It just seems like you just want a reason to talk on this side. And because I know you're not her bulldog. I know that you think a lot of what goes on is fucked up with BJ. So why are you questioning truth so much about it? That's his thing. If he wants to say certain things about Brittany or go after Brittany, he's entitled to it without justifying it. The only people he would have to justify it to is his own community. That's it. That's what I'm saying, Natalie.
Everybody in the
Now, I
chat
don't
room
know
right
if
now
she
is the
sent
proof.
Moon out.
Where's
She definitely has.
the proof that I did?
That's what I'm saying. I can't
No,
prove
you're
either
running with it
or.
you're running with it as fact. You keep telling
No,
this
I'm not
story.
running with it as
Listen,
fact. I'm
I'll
running
pull up
with
your
what I
lives.
remember.
Listen,
what
I'll
I
pull up your lives and show it. You keep telling people that I went after her first, and I'm telling you that is a goddamn lie.
And I'm telling you from what, hold on, Charmin. I'm telling you from what I recall,
Okay.
and that's because I cannot go back and verify from
Well, I'm
what
telling
I
you, you're
recall. Okay,
wrong.
okay, then fine.
And
I will
BJ
make
did tell
sure.
you over there that she would unprivate that live for you in casing to be able to go back and look at it to prove what she was saying is right. And where the fuck is the live at? Where's any of them? She didn't give you any of those.
She only gave us the live where Kim talked about Clue's daughter on the panel. That's the only live she gave
And
us.
that wasn't even the one y'all was asking about. Y'all was
No,
asking about the
it
one she
was,
started.
because remember, yeah, that is the one I was asking about because I was trying to figure out if she was the one that said it or if Kim was.
Let me ask you this, Johnson. You've watched my show on and off for a while, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say percentage-wise, how much of my content is about Brittany J?
For a little while there, none of it.
But in as a whole, my channel for 21 months, how many shows do you think I've done on Brittany J?
I don't know number-wise. I would say it's 50-50, maybe 60.
No, ma'am. I've done about 11 shows total with her being in the conversation. I've done over 700 shows.
Yeah.
Oh,
see that.
I don't have to show it to you. You are a
you
nobody.
Want me to take your word for it.
Because I don't owe it to you. Who are you? No, hold on. No. Hold on.
I'm not
Who
anybody, but
hold
if
on.
I'm going,
but then you're going out here and telling people a story that you have no proof
how about
of.
this, Truth? How about this? And since I can't verify who went it, who first, I will start making sure that I say I don't know who started it.
Or you can ask the chat.
You think I believe these people? Did you see your
Yes,
chat when I came in talking to you?
They watch it.
Can I make a point real quick, and then I'm not going to talk no more. I want to make a point real quick, then I'm not going to talk no more. I just wanted to be pointed out real quick that this thing right here is someone who, you know, sits on a panel of other things and swears they are against talking about Keith. She just said about my daughter and was still backing the bitch that let it happen.
You're lying.
Just saying.
No, I was
just saying.
not. No, I was not. Just saying. I absolutely stood up for your stupid ass once I got that video. Abso-fucking-lutely. Don't lie. There's no reason to lie.
This happened like an hour ago. He might even still be live. I don't know. But this part of the conversation happened like a couple of hours ago.
If you're gonna watch the fucking content,
you were in the chat when fucking Slagger played that shit, and don't sit here and say I made that shit up, motherfucker. I got the goddamn video. Fuck you.
Who the fuck is Slagger?
You know who the fuck I'm talking about. Figure it the fuck out.
And if you don't, you're just proving the point that you're too fucking stupid. But I know the answer.
Okay, I was in somebody's chat while they. What did you say? I was insult me again with what you were trying to tell me.
I don't know. The
I don't
insulting
know either. I
doesn't
don't
need
know
to
who
happen.
Swagger is.
It,
Oh, never mind.
Oh, yeah, there it is. It takes a minute,
Yeah,
don't
and
it?
guess what? Your recording, Cletus, was off. You cannot rewind a live chat. I went in there, said hello, talked to a few people in the chat, told her, I'm not going to say her name out of respect for y'all, told her that I was going to rewind because I was 40 minutes behind. So when I got to that part, she had already said, I didn't know that was Clue's daughter. I had not commented anymore. I left.
Yeah,
Pink,
just like
she
BJ
said
did.
she said she would put it out if y'all need it to show in real time because you cannot rewind a live chat. So the video you put out, Cletus, was showing a live chat that you could not rewind. So you couldn't tell time-wise where I went in. You just couldn't. That's factual. That's YouTube. You just can't do that. But y'all don't want to hear that. Y'all want to just think that I'm just so hateful that I want everybody attacking Baby Clue. The
No,
fuck?
bitch, I won't.
I've always
I
stood up
want you
for
to
Baby
quit
Clue.
fucking arguing when I've got the goddamn video and I know what the fuck it is. My
You
video
got
may
the
show
video
something
where you
that gives you
rewound.
fucking questions,
Oh
but
my
I've got the
God.
motherfucking screen
Yeah,
recorder.
you do. The video you put up on your live was
That ain't
the
all of
live.
what I got. I've got the whole thing.
Does anyone know why Clue and Jonesin hate each other so much? Does it have to do with Queen Bee or Pink Dagger? Thank you, Claudia. But you know what I'm saying? Is there something else going on that I don't know about other than their hatred for Queen Bee?
Okay, so then drop it and show where I said or did anything pertaining to
I
her
don't
showing
got
Baby
to. I
Clue.
don't give a fuck about you.
Then stop bringing it up then, Cletus. Prove
Well,
it or stop.
I don't
to
give
be
a fuck
fair,
shit to you. You know what you did. All y'all motherfuckers know
I
what you
didn't do
did.
shit.
Okay, of
And
course
I
not.
left out right after. I went back and rewound the live right after Brittany J came in the chat and started saying hey to everybody. That is the moment I rewound.
If I'm gonna be honest with you,
well,
right,
that's
Jones?
interesting because
Hold
I
on.
thought BJ
Jones,
left.
I don't know if BJ left or not because
Well,
I
you
was
said
I
she
You
did.
said she
rewound.
did, bitch. You fucking
No,
said she
I
did.
did
Said she
not. I
did.
said
Oh,
I
okay.
left.
Okay.
So why is Jonesin inserting herself so much in this? She doesn't stick up for Brittany. It's not like, they're going after Nunya or something and she's sticking up for Nunya. I totally get that. Why is she inserting herself this much? I really don't know.
all right, listen.
BJ left after a little bit.
I think
She says,
that
but I don't know
issue,
the timeline.
I think the issue.
No, Yarn, I disagree with that. Lots of people called Clue out. This is way more personal. I just don't know how personal, but this is way more personal than that.
Issue that a lot of people are having, Jones.
No, she didn't find a video.
Is that you are taking up for someone who continually does the same thing time and time again with different people.
She does.
And
She absolutely.
so-
she has a pattern. I'm not
so then-
taking up for her.
Yarn, there's a difference between having an opinion and inserting yourself. Big difference. I have opinions. You're not seeing me jump on Truth's channel, or you don't see me jump on Clue's channel, or even in Clue's chat, or Elevated Truth's chat. I have an opinion and I have my own channel for it. So yes, Jonesin has a right to her opinion, but I just don't know why she keeps inserting herself with people that don't like her.
Then why?
Because Truth, She went too far allowing what she allowed on her fucking panel. And then not only that, but saying what she said about what was it, Clue protected, or Chris wasn't the only person Clue protected.
There were a lot of things. There were a lot of things.
Well, those things were what Clue was tripping about.
Okay, but you understand that, like, I'm not, and Clue can speak for herself on that. I'm just speaking on the fact that as someone, and you can take this how you want to take it, that has taken up for you time and time and time again, and you haven't, you just don't acknowledge it. You think I'm some piece of shit person. And the reality is, but hold on, the reality is I don't attack people, Jones, and I stay in my own fucking lane. You've only seen me really have one issue with one creator, and that's the bitch that put my name in her mouth continually. Right?
Moon. Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't even pay attention to Moon. Right? Like,
well, then who else was it? I don't.
It's just one person, BJ. That's it.
Oh.
Right? But mind you, even if you want to put Moon into the conversation, I didn't go at Moon.
I don't.
Moon made that whole story up. So it shows that I don't respond until they come at me. I mind my own business. But all of a sudden, when I do take up for myself, or I turn it into a joke, because that's what I prefer to do, is turn it into a parody, right?
Right.
Now I'm the fucking bad guy.
Okay, so here, I mean, that was a couple of things in one. I do stand up for you when it's
Yarn, I love you, girl. And you have every single right to not like Clue. 100%. And I totally support your decision, and I understand your decision, and I back your decision 100%. But that doesn't make Jones a better person. Just because Clue is who Clue is doesn't make Jones better. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think that's where the disconnect is with you and I on this subject. I think you're giving Jones in. Yeah, but she's not reviewing, Yarn. She's inserting. And she's inserting expecting answers from people who don't care about her, don't even speak about her. That's the difference.
necessary. I've stood up for you with Moon. I've stood up for you with Brittany. Well, on my channel, but I have stood up for those things. I've absolutely disavowed. But you're talking about you didn't go for Moon, but before she came out and said the vile shit she said, was you not going in on her mama and her and their incest?
No.
Well, okay, so that live didn't happen at all then.
No. She came at me, and then we responded by watching her live. Someone came into my live and was like, Moon's going wild on you. I'm like, Moon? What? Because you got to understand, Moon was just in my chat under another account the day before talking about how proud she was of how much I had matured on YouTube.
And because he wouldn't speak to her, she went after him again.
Thank you.
And what I wake up in the mornings, I look at what goes on, the night prior. So the first stream, like I seen your stream, and of course I'm like, okay, so what caused this? So then I go back to Moon's and I listen to hers, and she is referencing when you went live and you were talking about her son or something like that. But truth, I listened to your live where you talked about it.
The live, listen to me, you're not understanding. The live she's talking about never.
Can she handle it, Rock? She was crying because Nonsense said she looked like a bulldog and she cried over it. So can she really handle it? No, not at all. Yarn, yes, but I wasn't jumping on haters' panels. I wasn't involving myself going on these people's channels that don't like me. I had an opinion on my own channel, which I still do.
Fucking happened.
So I didn't listen to your live where you talked about her.
After she had said everything she said about me. After.
She went live first.
Yeah, they
I
both.
didn't even.
I remember them both saying a day ago. I can
No.
go back and check the actual.
And the difference, Yarn, I did not talk about people that weren't talking about me. I never inserted myself in other people's shit unless they were talking about me. This is just an opinion.
Day, but unfortunately, YouTube doesn't give us hours.
It doesn't matter. You can go and watch and see. But see, you immediately think that I went for her first. And see how you did that? But didn't you go for her? No, I didn't. That's two times now. You think I've gone after somebody and I didn't.
But what I recall was going over, like I said, I woke up, seen your live, listened to it, of course. I always do. Went and listened to Moon's, came back to yours and went through the live prior to the one I listened to first. And it what now, what should I have done? Should I maybe have went back and listened to 2 more of hers? I don't know.
You know how it works? You come over in my live because you're watching it and you say, Truth, what the fuck was that? And I tell you. Crazy idea, right? Come talk to me instead of just fucking assume.
No, it's not
and go
a crazy
fire up
idea,
a live.
but I'm not assuming. I'm listening to y'all's lives. I listen
But
to yours,
you're
listen to
once
hers,
again
listen
wrong,
to yours,
though.
listen to hers.
Here's the thing, though. You can't expect her to understand or to agree with you, Truth, because ultimately, I see her day after day in Sinners Chat, which is a fucking mod for BJ.
You're lying
and
right
that's
there.
just a mess.
Stop. You're
You
lying
are
right
in
there,
Sinners
Carmen.
Chat. No, I'm not.
I have not been in Sinners Chat in months.
I just want to say too, remember when you guys, when PJ was on your channel, she was just telling you what she wanted to tell you and showing you what she wanted to show you. She wasn't showing you the whole, the whole story. Yeah.
Let me take care of this real quick, guys.
Okay.
Barbara Hall, thank you for your super chat. I don't say anything bad to people, but I have watched silently as she started with all the nonsense. Please, Miss J, we have seen this. And then
who was that? Who was that?
That was Miss Barbara Hall.
Oh, I don't recognize that name.
And then Cluminati, thank you for your super chat. You can always tell when they need money.
Boo, I work. I make $200 a month on my channel. Are you kidding? I'm going live tonight and I'm not going to even go over this. I'm going to go over Moon's dirty ass. So
all right, but Josen, but why do y'all do that to us though? Talk about we do it for money. Do you think that I make much more than that? Do you think that my channel makes money like that? Like, let's be real.
Now it does.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. I've literally stayed at about
Why does it matter? Honestly, what I hear is jealousy. That's what I hear. We all know that if Joneson could make that money, she would. But she doesn't. She doesn't have that kind of people. She doesn't have the big spenders. So she doesn't get the super chats that other people do. Okay. But if you go live every day and you stay on for hours at a time, you'll make it up other ways, which is what he has done, which is what a lot of us are started doing. So for the thing of money always to come up around these creators, I don't get it. We are all here to make money one way or another, whether it be AdSense, whether it be a business, whether it be Cash App, Super Chats, anything. If memberships or private businesses, soaps, candles, doesn't matter, T-shirts, if someone uses their channel to boost their other business, like Dolly does, like I do, like Truth does, there's nothing wrong with that either. So you may not see it in super chats, but there's, people are supporting other ways. So I just don't know why the subject of, well, I'm not here to make money, or I'm here to make money, or I'm not making money, or this or that. Everybody's here to make money, whether you like it or not. Yarn, you're wrong. You're 100% wrong. If she could make the money that she did at one point, she'd still be doing it.
$1,000 a month since I started my channel as far as AdSense. That's what I make a month on my channel.
It's facts.
So
I've seen his AdSense.
I can show it to you. I can pull it up live right now.
I don't want to see your AdSense.
But but this is what I'm trying to tell you. I can't tell you I'm any more truthful with you than I am. Like, I am transparent as fuck.
Can you understand though, when we see you come out and do a live and talk shit about all the redirects and how out of hand this is getting, and then you go right back to what you left from? Can you understand why?
What does redirects have to do with Brittany?
Because you were which the live is gone. It was gone that night, but you were discussing how all of these creators redirecting to each other was silly.
Yes, and I stand on that, and I've talked to them about it. Been on their
how you don't want any of the toxicity in the Brittany J situation.
Does that not tell you something? So what did she do? Go back and look when that happened. Hold on. Go back and look when that happened. I'm not yelling. I'm just animated.
I'd have to get the date. I'm not yelling either, Truth. I'm sorry.
I know you're not. I just wanted to clarify before anybody started with their shit. Listen.
Yeah, no, we're not yelling.
Go back and look, and you will see. When I started talking about her, go to the day before on her live and watch her talk shit about me.
Yeah, okay? I'd have to look up the day. I don't, because you could tell me the day, what it looks like when you go live and you say you won't know parts of it, and then you jump back on the.
See, but here's my issue. Since. As long as I can remember, I'm going to go back since I started talking about Brittany, okay? The only thing Jonesin has spoke of is Brittany. The only thing Nunya has spoke of is Brittany. Do they do it in the same way? No. Hey, DBT. Do they do it in a different type of way? Yes. But it doesn't matter if you're for or against. All they're doing is talking about Brittany. Or talking about the things Brittany talks about, or talking about reviewing other creators that are going after Brit. Like, it's still about Brittany. So I don't know why this holier than thou attitude comes in, because you're questioning others. But Jonesin, all you have done is talk about Brittany in one way or another. So I just have a hard time with the, well, you do this and you do that. Well, so do you.
Bandwagon, and it's like,
shouldn't you ask yourself why? Why did he change? Then you should ask yourself, why did he make that change? Maybe I should figure out why he doesn't want any part of it, but then all of a sudden jumped on it. Maybe it's because someone came in and ran their mouth on his name.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay, so then my question is, why does anything that bitch says matter like that?
Because when you start talking about my businesses or you start talking about my wife, I have a problem with it, right? And since, you know, everybody thinks, you know, kids are off limits, but my wife's not, and everybody wants to assume that Charming's my wife. And
well, she did answer that question a little weird on Granny's, so that's what's making people run with it.
I think it's anybody's business, really.
It's not.
Honestly,
It's
and
but the thing is like,
I was wrong. He's in your chat. You're not in his. I was wrong.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't go to Sinners, because when he started crossing a boundary with Queen Bee, I pulled myself away. Like, this is going too far. It's going to real life. If this continues, somebody's going to end up hurt. Y'all see it all the time on the media.
See, I disagree with that comment. And not you, Fruit Loops, what Jonesin just said. The only people that have ever been hurt due to YouTube have all been males. Never been a female gone, you know, try to kill another female. At least not yet. But yeah, I'm sorry, but there's been no crazy females going out killing each other. It just hasn't happened. And I used to feel like, oh, something's going to happen, you know, if it keeps going this way. But nothing's going to happen. These are mostly, don't hate me, but these are mostly bored fucking housewives who have kids, who have lives, who have families. Nobody's going to jail for BJ. Nobody is looking to get locked up for life. So I think people put this paranoia in everyone's head like, oh my God, something's going to happen. Nothing's going to happen. I promise. I can't think of one person that would want to spend their life in jail for Britney. Sorry, not sorry.
Where YouTubers end up dead because of fights like this. And that's all I've been trying to say is if we all know she's a fucking idiot, why? Why do we focus so much on her?
You can ask yourself that the same question. Because again, you're on Truth's panel right now fighting for Britney, but then saying you don't fight for Britney. Make it make sense.
Because when you poke a bear long enough, that motherfucker comes out raging.
I understand it's normal to want to respond. I've tried to tell her to stop responding because I've heard Clue say herself, you the one that keeps fucking responding, right? Am I right? Has that been said?
Well, yeah, but in fairness, when you give an amazing amount of content for people to laugh at, it's really hard not to use it to laugh at. I'm just going to be honest.
And that, okay, but that's why people see numbers and not even money.
But I don't run my channel that way. And anybody who's over here knows I don't run my channel that way. I give a fuck less whether you subscribe, whether you like it. I'm going to be here either way, right? And that's just how that's how it's been since I started my channel. Now, I would be an asshole to say I don't appreciate it because that's bullshit, right?
Right.
But at the same time, my motivation is not money or clicks or views. It's my community. Some people get on here, but listen, some people get on here and they want to be the biggest on YouTube. I just wanted to have a cool community to talk about crimes with. And this is where we've ended up.
And I couldn't agree with him more. I actually like the way he said that. I thought it was a beautiful fucking comment. And I agree with it. You know, I'm not here to make $1 million. It's not going to happen. But I am here to have a community that does want to, you know, share the same mindset, that wants to talk about clues, that wants to talk about a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I want a community. I started it to have a community. And now my community is falling apart.
Muscles and Mascara, thank you for your super chat. For some reason, my name was brought up during a live stream yesterday by Jones. And for some reason, I'd like to know why. I don't fuck around on here, and I'd like to understand why they need to bring me up. Jones,
I brought your name up because I was talking about the mods that flip-flop. Because if you think that any of these creators take you serious while you've been dogging their kids, dogging their spouses, dogging their home, their lives, and then you suddenly get mad at Brittany J and you go to the next creator, okay, they're going to welcome you in for the moment. But let's be real, they're peeping you non-fucking stop. And they know that there will be a chance that you will flip-flop on them.
I understand that Joneson is new. I get it. Fairly new. But Joneson, Muscles and Mascara has been around for years. Years. Literally fucking years. Years. She started with Molly. That's when I met her. She started with Molly. She was with Molly for a long time. Then I think she went somewhere else. I forgot where. And then she was with Brittany for a while. She knows how this game works. She knows how everything works. I don't really understand why you think, like, you hate bonded when you left Queen Bee. You hate bonded with me. You openly admitted you were hate bonding. So why is it wrong when someone leaves BJ if they go hate bond? That's what I want to know. How come it's only righteous when you do it, but when other people do it with other creators, it's not okay?
So what I was discussing, and I didn't say anything bad, I simply said Muscles and Mascara even has a mod wrench in Trisha's. So if you're that upset about that, Muscles, I'm sorry, but it's the truth. Y'all flip-flop. It is so weird to be down in Clue and Cletus and Truth and saying the nasty shit y'all say in Brittany J's chat, which I have said Brittany J's chat is just as bad as Clue's. She don't like when I say that, but whatever. For y'all to be doing the shit y'all done in that chat on that fucking panel and then flip-flop over to quote unquote the dark side because you don't like Brittany no more, it's weird behavior. It's shady behavior.
How is it shitty behavior? People have a right to go wherever they want to go. People have a right to change their mind about somebody. That doesn't make them shady. Subs go from creator to creator to creator all fucking day long. It doesn't make them shady. What I find shady is when you're a hypocrite and you're not seeing your own actions and you think that you're on a pedestal all of a sudden, that you're better than everybody and you wouldn't do that when you did do that a lot.
And I do think that she should give Brenda her $1,500 back because she didn't use it for what she said she was going to.
Absolutely. And I think Brenda's going to handle it the way that Brenda needs to handle it, because I think Brenda has seen the light of the situation. I think a lot of people are seeing the light of the situation. But, you know, I have a question
really think
for you.
They see the light?
I think some people have, yes. Maybe not everyone, but I think some people have. Let me ask you this, Jones. Do you think that it's just a coincidence that everybody that leaves, she dogs the shit out of before they have a chance to say anything, every single one of them, and that every one of them that leaves, if they have something to say, she does whatever she can to destroy their character? Is that not odd to you?
No, it is. That's what she does all the time. She did it to three of my closest friends, Wolfie, Allie, and MJ. I know Brittany J's history. I've been with her patterns. I know exactly what she's doing. And I think my whole reason, I was actually covering Clue and Brittany unanimously. Their fights, their arguments at the beginning. And then it just started going a little too far. And I said, I felt like what Brittany said and said herself and allowed on her panel was atrocious. And Clue had every right to clap back at that. But when does the clap back stop?
When she stops?
And Clue has said, you're the one that keeps responding. I have told Brittany, you're the one that keeps responding. Even in private, I've told her, like, don't respond to the shit.
So instead of not responding, she decided to go file court paperwork, which is the most real life thing you can do. Cluminati, thank you for your super chat. BJ, you in here lurking, give Stapleton her $1,500 back. You dirty bitch. And then Palm Tree Lover, thank you for your super chat. Why are you going over moons tonight?
Because she emailed my boss.
I don't get it.
But that's what I mean. And I haven't even been talking about moon. So she's looned the moon, you know.
There you go. Now you see. You ain't even fucking speaking on her, and she does this crazy
Electro, thank you.
Out of left field type shit.
But Charmin, I know that. That's the point. Like y'all catch little tidbits of my streams, but I have said that. Brittany went at Clue day in and day out, talked about Cletus having his hand on Clue's side, talking about he must.
I know. I've seen it. I know. I watched it in real time.
So I know all
what the
that.
fuck is wrong with y'all?
And I even said, and people get mad at me when I say it, Clue warned you. You wanted to smoke.
Dilly Pickles OG, thank you for gifting 10 Elevated Truth Podcast memberships. If you got one of those, please make sure and thank Dilly Pickles. Listen, I think the conversation is productive in one manner or another. Whether it actually goes anywhere or not, that's up to the people involved in the conversation, right? But I think ultimately sometimes, it's not necessarily flip-flopping when somebody sees what someone's made of. You know what I mean?
Not always. But these same people, not all of them, but a few of the same people that have flip-flopped from Brittany to Clue, flip-flopped to Brittany. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of like,
yeah, going from one side to the other.
Yeah, it's kind of we're talking about patterns. It's kind of their pattern too.
Well, to be fair, maybe they just operate in the gray area.
What's wrong with the gray area?
It can get you fucked up. Like,
why?
So, I mean, I'm gonna ask
It
a question and it'll explain it. But
it creates hypocrites that hop on panels talking shit about something somebody did when they did the same fucking thing. That's what it is.
That didn't even make no sense. So what I'm saying is,
you got to be smart enough.
Why
to
is
understand
it bad? Why is it bad to see the good and bad of everything? I can't help my brain
you look in the
fucking
mirror?
works like that.
Because
Why can't you look in the mirror and acknowledge the good and bad?
From it,
I do. I call myself out constantly, Cletus.
Well, why don't you learn from it?
I just called myself a hypocrite the other day.
Well, why don't you learn from it?
In my opinion, it's just my opinion. I personally feel that Joneson is full of shit because it's only if Nunya agrees with her or Nunya or this one agrees with her is when she'll see the good and bad in people. Queen Bee is good and bad in her. Beats Him has good and bad in him. I have good and bad. But you only want to pick and choose Brittany, or you only want to pick and choose people that you can make money off of, or you can get views off of. That's personally how I feel. I'm not buying what she's selling. I think she's a fraud. I think she's lying, and I think she's lying to herself. And people may disagree with me, but that's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm seeing.
I try.
It shows.
I'm still trying. I almost went hard, almost fucking could have been canceled after Nonsense called me a bulldog. I went there. Thank God my friend dropped in the chat.
But why?
But luckily,
there's no reason to attack looks. It's a weak argument. You lose the argument when you do that.
Yeah, but you're responding just like everybody else is responding too, you know?
Yeah, you've attacked my looks and made comments about my looks.
No. I don't talk about your looks. Now, people in my
She's talked about my looks. So her holier than now, I don't talk about looks is also bullshit.
chat might have, but I do not. And I would love a clip of it.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yarn, you will never hear me say otherwise. Now, to be fair, I don't watch Truth. This is probably the second time I've ever watched the guy. So I can't say for sure, but you'll never hear me argue with anybody else on that.
Come
when
on,
did
man.
I talk about
this is why you
Truth
can't look in the
look?
mirror and learn nothing, because you got to wipe that motherfucker down
Now,
first
I
to see
talked
the
about
truth.
Clue and
Get the
Cletus.
fuck
I
out of here.
absolutely talk about Clue and Cletus's look.
Okay.
When
Our
do I
looks our looks are in the gray area though.
No. Your looks are. You started it, bitch.
Cletus had said something about a bulldog for how long now? And you get
No.
nonsense saying it? I'm just
Because
asking.
you're not getting it, and you're listening to respond. You're not listening to hear. I said
what?
Okay.
I listen to hear. Even
Y'all
as
just-
charming as I am.
I swear to God. Let me
No,
mute
you're
again.
not taking in what I'm saying. That's what that saying means. But Blue came after me and my looks just because I was reviewing and giving the ups and downs of her and Brittany J. Both of them.
I think $1.99 super chat from each one of your trolls, Wolf, should be like implied. That's what I think. I think each one of your trolls that pop up should donate $1.99.
She is the one that said that I look like I had 10 bulldogs come on my face or something like that. So yeah, once that happens,
accurate,
and you can't, well, I got a lot to say, but I ain't gonna say it. Once that happens, you lose the argument because you could have corrected my words. You could have made a point by correcting me and what I'm saying or my opinions if you didn't agree with them. Instead, you took the weak bitch way. So I go.
Jones, and what about when you went after Crystal's looks? That doesn't matter? What about when you went after someone else's look? You went after my looks. None of that matters though, right?
Go back and forth with Clue about the looks now. Nonsense and me have had back and forths. We have had tit for tats, but we have never attacked each other's looks. So when she did, and it was over a fucking Halloween party that I wasn't even rude about, it was all because Brittany J was reviewing me. So, okay, gotta hate Joneson.
Why is it any different? As far as the Halloween party goes, why is it any different?
Thanks, wishful thinking.
Than everybody. I mean, everybody.
It's not, and I said that.
And Queen B. There's no.
Did you watch the stream?
I did.
Did you watch? Okay, then you know I said that.
Muscles
You
and
know I
mascara.
said that. It's no different than what we've done on Savages when it's centered around Queen B.
Listen, we do SNL, so we can't say shit over here about dressing up. And
there you go. She just said it. Savage. Joneson and Savage hated each other. Literally fucking hated each other. I mean, Savage hates everybody, but they hated each other. But as soon as there was a fallout, the second there was a fucking fallout on with Queen B, all of a sudden Savage and what you call it? Savage and Joneson became friends. Out of nowhere, all of a sudden they're besties. So what makes that any difference than Muscles and Mascara? All of Joneson's people all of a sudden liked Savage, and all of Savage's people all of a sudden liked Joneson. But it was different because it was Joneson, I guess. Hey, Janessa.
fucking like I'll just be on that. Muscles and Mascara, thank you for your super chat. She me where I have, or show me where I have, I don't flip flop. Brittany P, thank you for your super chat. BJ, your reason for this fuck shit. You're the reason for this fuck shit. BJ, you came at these two first and you were warned multiple times. The most gaslighting bitch I've ever heard. How can anyone not respond? Let me get through all these in case there's any more real quick, guys, because I want to be able to read the chat too, and I was stuck up there. I think we're good.
It's hard to not respond. I get it.
But I mean, some of us chose not to for a long period of time.
You
and
did,
then when we finally did, though, then we're the bad guys. And I'm like, hold on. You're not going to keep pissing on me, talking shit about me, putting my face next to things. Then your man in the background talking about Cletus is a pedo, Truth is a pedo multiple times.
Oh, Yarn, it absolutely was. They fucking hated each other. But as soon as Savage started going after Joneson, Savage started going after Queen B, all of a sudden, they became good friends.
Multiple lives. I didn't say nothing. He kept doing it, talking. And then when I finally said something is when I heard the police report. I knew there was one. I knew there was charges. I never knew what was in them. I never read the
Hold on, what are you talking about? The DV report?
Yeah, I had never read it. I had just heard about it, right?
Right.
And so when I heard the part about the boot, that's when I lost my shit. Because any man that hears of another man kicking a woman while she's down after knocking her down and kicking her with a boot is a bitch.
I agree.
Right?
That's not what I had a problem with.
Hold on. But here's where the problem was. She defended him by changing the narrative that I was attacking her trauma, which is not what was happening. Right?
I said you were laughing about it.
Hold on. I said multiple times in that live, this is not about BJ. This is about the bitch
Craig.
she sleeps with, right? Not about her. But when she took it, she twisted it for everybody and made it look like I was coming after her. So at that point, I'm like, fuck it, bitch. You disrespected DV victims worse than anybody by letting them get away with it. So why am I going to hold back for your feelings when you don't even care about your feelings?
I get that. And that's why I didn't speak on you talking about Craig or, that part. The only thing I spoke of about that live was when Charmin Jenna came up and she was reading the things out and you were kind of like
reading anything out. Actually, I was actually
no. Y'all played Clue. That's
memory.
right. I'm sorry. Let me correct myself, Charmin. I'm not trying to come after you. It was y'all started playing Clue. Like Charmin gave you the update and then y'all started playing clues. And as you listened to it, you were kind of making jokes about it. We talked about this on my panel and you said that's how you deal with it.
Of course, but until I heard, listen, I'm going to be real with you. I know people who have been in DV situations who are still with the person they're with. They prefer to be in a domestic situation, okay? It functions for them. I don't understand it. I don't agree with it, but it's their lives. I think we all know somebody like that, okay? So if y'all are just hitting each other, that's y'all's own motherfucking business.
I agree.
Okay? So yeah, I'm going to make jokes if you decide to stay with the fucker that punched you, right? But the moment that you're helpless on the ground and he kicks you, that's a whole different story. You are helpless and out of the game. Respectfully, I don't know the best way to put it, right? If y'all are mutually beating each other's ass, it's fucked up, but it's between y'all. But I didn't change my tone on that live until I heard he kicked her in the stomach with a steel toe boot.
I agree. That's when you got angry. I agree.
So
that's why I didn't speak on that. I didn't speak on that part.
It was never about her DV. It was about him being a piece of shit and them hiding it from everybody and telling everybody that it wasn't him, that it was his dead father. They blamed it on the dead father. Who blames a domestic violence?
I don't remember that. I don't remember her hearing that it was the father. But in all fairness, it does kind of make sense of why Brittany doesn't care about the father. Maybe it was the father. I don't know.
Violence on their deceased father.
A piece of shit.
Brittany.
A fucking bitch.
Yes, Brittany Day. I didn't know she blamed the father. This is the first I've heard of that.
Yeah. But hey, let me ask you a question real quick, because now that it's hit my mind. Are you not the one that compared nonsense to a man, or looking like a man, or some shit to do with a man? Wasn't that you?
Yeah. After she attacked my look.
So that means you just lied to me and said, because you and nonsense had never went at each other about
We didn't. Well, until
that was not.
That's what I'm saying. Me and nonsense have went back and forth and never attacked looks. But the moment she decided to review Brittany, I don't know what crawled up her ass. But the moment she decided to review Brittany, reviewing me while I was reviewing the costume contest, right? No.
You referred to nonsense as a male or a trans male or something looking like that.
No. I've never done that.
It's something to do with a man or her being.
Nope,
because
never.
you even got shorts about her looks on there from months ago, where she's sitting out in like Arizona looking. Background.
That's not her looking like a man. That looks like nonsense sitting on the curb waiting for her papers. So see, you're putting what you want to put on
it. During your live.
No, it's not. Go find it then. Go find that.
I will.
Please do.
I know when you said that, it's been way further back that you were talking about her like that, about her looks, and then going to bring it up all of a sudden. It's going to hurt your feelings now, which is why I'm trying to figure out why your feelings were hurt. I didn't understand that because
I don't know what you're recalling, but I have never talked about nonsense's looks ever.
I mean, that's like
the other day.
Uncharming, and
I did call you uncharming.
That's okay. That's fine. I mean, I meet energy and I match that shit. So if I'm uncharming,
well, I haven't been calling you that anymore because I've listened to Truth and I've gotten, I've listened to you more. So I don't quite feel that way anymore. But no, you won't find that on nonsense. What?
I want to know, because it seems to be a lot of we can do.
Let me also give some advice to everybody. If you are so insecure that you care what a stranger on the internet thinks about your looks, you should not be on the internet. I've been called so many ugly names. I look like a horse, Mr. Ed. Do you know how much it's bothered me? Absolutely none. Why? Because I know I don't. And the fact that I'm secure enough in myself that there's nothing any of these assholes could say to me that would make me cry or be so insecure. Who gives a fuck? I'm never even going to see them in real life. So I just don't know why people get so fucking. You can't be that sensitive and be a creator. You just can't. Toughen up.
Do this, but y'all can't do this, right?
No.
Okay.
What do you mean? I need like
what
I don't know.
I want to know why it's so wrong for me, or truth, right, to speak on a situation involving BJ and her piece of shit fucking alcoholic man. But it's perfectly appropriate for BJ to speak on my situation with my ex and my kid.
No, it's not.
Oh, so when you put, I'm sorry, what you said, it's not.
It's not okay. What do you? Your
So
question was why?
You
Is it
didn't.
okay? It's not okay.
Well, then why did you do it? You made a whole fucking poem about it. Remember?
A poem.
Yeah, go back.
Yeah.
Go back and watch your own streams, especially the ones that BJ uses, where you go at clues that BJ uses because she's too fucking weak and stupid.
Are you talking about the one where I said my mom doesn't have a pedophile on her Facebook?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I did say it, and then I apologized the next day for
so
it.
hold on, you done lost the first part of the argument where you said no, the rules don't work that way, right, bitch? You kind of just lost what you said.
You can call me Jones,
so it's
and you don't have
appropriate.
to call me a bitch.
It's appropriate.
I'm being very kind.
It's inappropriate for me to speak on Craig kicking the shit out of that.
Thank you, Yarn, and thank you, Bad Wolf. Woo! First super chat of the night. Hopefully not the last, but thank you. Because Yarn, it's ridiculous. If these people look half as good as I do in 20 years, because I'm like 20 years older than them, 15 years, they won't even look half as good as I do when they're 54. So when I see these 37-year-olds running their mouth, I have to laugh, because it's like, let's see what you look like when you're my age, because I guarantee you won't look half as good.
Bitch probably deserved, in my opinion. I'm allowed to think that.
Yeah,
and
sure.
but it's appropriate for her to speak on my ex in that situation, and you and everyone else. I just find that really fucking weird. You motherfuckers. That's why that whole gray area shit don't work, bitch. It's either black
it doesn't
and
work
white.
for everybody. I get it. It doesn't. But I see a lot of things a lot of different ways. I said it isn't like
okay.
You doing that isn't worse than what she did. I never said that. I didn't say she could do it and you couldn't. I never said that either. I actually stood up for you when I found out what actually was said on the panel. I stood up for you.
That's funny because had you just gone and done your motherfucking research in the first place, you would.
The live was gone. The live was gone. I couldn't track it. And then it took me reaching out to her privately and asking for her to send me the unlisted link to it.
You didn't need that. We've gone over them. All you got to do is go look when she's being fucking reviewed. So I don't.
The only person that had a video was Krama Reels, and it had no context to it, and it wasn't everything. So I wanted to hear every
come out
little
here.
thing.
You can come out here and talk on it, make poems and shit. But
I didn't make a poem.
Are we fucking? Goddamn, are we, babe?
It wasn't a poem. I'm just correcting you. That's it. It wasn't a poem.
I'm sorry.
You came out here
literally,
saying I wanted to be like you.
You said.
Hold on, then it
you
was spoken
said
word.
I wanted to
It's
be
haiku.
you.
It's haiku.
Did you not say I wanted to be you, bitch?
Bro.
Did you not say I wanted to be you? Did you not say I wanted to be you?
You literally say I wrote a poem.
I don't want to be
a poem. I wrote a poem. Is the goddamn words you said before
I
you
said
started
I took
talking.
notes. I took notes.
What I think is my opinion is just like when you ride the middle of the fence, you're gonna get it from both sides, and I just
we know it's not an easy place. I get it.
It's just observation,
But Infamous, you know me, and you know this is how I've always been. It's just how my brain
Yeah,
works.
I know, but that's
see
what I'm saying. But that's if you ride the middle of the
Remember,
fence, it's gonna come from both sides. That's
but
just a
I
given,
understand that. But Infamous, don't you remember when I tried to bridge some kind of gap with Dolly? You were part of the hate on me for that.
And you see, it is somebody that follows this fucking big worm bitch in here talking about it was a joke. Well, guess what? When I say
no, it wasn't a joke.
When I say
meant it.
When
All
I
the
say
reasons I ain't
that,
you, bitch.
when I say that, you know, BJ looks really good with a piece of steel upside her face, it's just a joke. Don't be upset. Why you mad, bro?
That's so fucked up.
It's so true.
So
true.
Maybe she felt like what she said back then in that moment. Maybe she thought it was true to her. You see what I'm saying? It's true to you. It was true to her.
Oh, I'm sure she.
Why is she sticking up for Britney so much? That's what I want to know. Why? Do you not see what a fucking liar she is, Jonesin? How can you stick up for this girl this much? Because you hate everybody else. That's why. Not because Britney is a good person, but because you just hate, you can't see that the dark side might be actually right about her. And that I don't understand.
Thought it was true. See, she got to take everybody else and make them as big of a piece of shit as she is. The only difference is she does it by lying, and we just play her own fucking words. And you, ma'am, ain't no fucking better than that big fat bitch. That's why God, I'm trying to tell you right now,
you to give a fuck about your opinion. So
yet here you
I
are.
didn't come up here to talk to you respectfully. I was here to talk the truth.
You don't give a fuck about my opinion, but you the only motherfucker. You review me, bitch. It ain't the other way around. But you don't care about my opinion.
I started reviewing.
You don't care about my opinion, but you play my shit all the time.
There you go. B Tim joins the panel.
And review it, but you don't care about my opinion, bitch. You miss me with the bullshit. She a fan. She a fan. She a fan. She a fan.
Nah, bitch. Good try. But I will say I started reviewing Clue's stream because I didn't want to watch Brittany J's full-on stream. So when I would go to Clue's and stream hers, I was getting 2 streams in one.
But in all fairness, there were a lot of people that were streaming Britney. You didn't have to use just Clue. You could have gone to Trish. You could have gone to Queen B. There were a lot of people streaming her. You could have watched Jay, Granny.
Less time because I do have a job. I ain't got time to sit there and spend 8 hours a day on 4 of her hours and 4 of Clues. I ain't got that time.
I have a question. What is the gray area?
Oh,
Define
God,
gray
damn,
area.
not you, bro.
Listen,
you're a weirdo. I don't feel comfortable talking to you, Tim. I'm sorry
about that. I mean,
I'm sorry.
Woof, woof, woof.
B Tim, she doesn't feel comfortable talking to individual with intelligence.
Hold on.
This is a gang up. I get it. I get it.
Oh, you're dogpiling.
Time out.
Y'all are.
Time out. Please.
I'm up here to have a productive conversation. Y'all are
I asked the productive
Everybody.
question. I asked the productive question. Define gray.
Hold on. Let me mute everybody real quick. I would love for this conversation to keep going. Y'all gonna quit yelling over each other because we are adults, okay?
But here's my question. Productive conversation about who? Why Elevated Truth went after Britney? Why does it matter? And why don't you ask that to Trish? Why don't you ask that to Jay? Why don't you ask that to Granny? Why are you picking Elevated Truth? And again, I don't know Truth. I've watched the guy like twice, maybe 3 times, but I can definitely count on one hand how many times I've watched him. So don't think I'm like sticking up for him because, like I said, I don't even know the guy. But why is she singling out Clue? Why does she want to have this, not Clue, why does she want to have this rational conversation sticking up for Britney against Elevated Truth? I'm calling bullshit. I'm sorry. I'm not buying it. She's got an ulterior motive here.
I got respect for y'all up here. So please, Y'all say what you got to say because everybody's got something to say, which is perfectly fine. But we can't hear nobody if y'all are yelling over each other and bitches every other word.
Well, I'm at okay. I'll wait. I'll answer questions, but I'm at 27%. So if it just throws me out, it's because my phone dies.
I asked the question. I'm like,
what was your question?
Define gray area. What do you define gray area?
The way
if you're in the back chat, you have to show your picture, please.
Which you already know this answer, B. Tim. So I don't understand why you're up here to ask that, but I'll give it to you again anyways.
Sure.
The gray area to me is when you can see the good and bad done in every situation. Like I can acknowledge one thing while another thing may also be true. Super simple. I don't see black and white. It would be a lot fucking easier if I could, to be quite honest, because then I could just pick a side and be done.
But you do know the difference between right and wrong.
So, so using your logic, the Nazis, there's good and bad in the Nazis, right? According to your logic.
Oh my God.
Or the Soviet Union. Why not?
I didn't live back then, so I'm not.
How does B. Tim pull this out of his ass? What the fuck does the Nazis have to do with anything? Like, how fucking dumb are you?
Don't do that.
I did. I'm a 76-year-old man.
You are. You're an old fucking man, and you know it.
I know. I'm such an old man. I got my cane next to me.
Tam up, man.
What do we care if he's old or not? What do we care?
We don't.
We
don't. Ellie brought it in. This is y'all are coming at me for that when Ellie was the one that brought it up. If you don't know who Ellie is,
I know who Ellie is. And I mean, damn,
I didn't bring that shit up. She did.
I thought we weren't going to make fun of looks. I thought we were not going to make fun of looks.
I didn't say you were an ugly old man. I just said you're an old man.
I'm a beautiful old man. Thank you. I appreciate that compliment. Thanks. Thanks.
You need to go shave your mustache.
You get better with age. Some dudes get better with age.
I'm like fine wine. I get better with age. I'm a 76-year-old man. Oh,
5 canes. Thank you for gifting 20 Elevated Truth Podcast memberships. If you got one of those, please make sure and thank 5 canes. No, y'all continue.
But
I was not the one that brought that to YouTube, though, B. Tim, and you know it.
You made a live stream about it literally about a month ago.
Because Ellie did. Ellie brought it to YouTube.
No, you did. You had it on your channel. You had your live stream where you thought I was a Native American. The Native American.
That was a couple of months ago, wasn't it? We're talking about 2 years ago when it first came out. It wasn't like I brought that to
you
YouTube.
Did.
Ellie
you
did. And I responded.
That just for somebody that just said they think it should end because we are seeing all of this shit going on, with the YouTubers basically, hurting each other over this shit. I mean, why even entertain it and try to keep it going? I mean, I know, and you know that there's a certain person on here that's just obsessed with knowing what the fuck BTM looks like, just because I guess human curiosity. Yeah. I get that, but like I said, you said that you could see where that person was, what they were doing could become dangerous, and I know you've already admitted to it. I know that. And so I'm not throwing this in your face when I say this. I'm just saying, so you do know, you've already admitted to that you're part of the reason that he's even as crazy acting, like he's even got the ammunition to be as crazy as he is right now because of that report. Yes. But when you know somebody's crazy like that, why would you not, one, block them? And 2, why would you even review Brittany J? Because he's one of her mods. That could be like me not liking Clue and going and reviewing Christina Rain and Odin Girl. Because eventually, that's what that's going to do, is that's going to put them back on me because I'm over here talking shit about Clue. You see what I mean? The logic in it just doesn't get to my head, and that's what I'm
not quite understanding. Okay, so what I will say is, why would your first question? Let's dissect this. Your first question was, why would you send him anything if he's being that crazy? In that time, Charmin, I
No,
didn't
no, no.
see
That wasn't
him.
my question. Well, you answered that for me before. At that time, you said when you sent it to him, you didn't think he was like that because he wasn't. This is just kind of evolved. I get that. No, what I'm
Right.
saying
Oh, I
is,
thought that's what you meant. Okay.
no. Because a lot of people, some people don't know that, you actually did take accountability for that. But they do see, you and Brittany J's chat, and Brittany J in your chat. They see Center in your chat sometimes, they're everywhere. Everybody's everywhere. But if it's somebody that I know is a, like so Moon, hell, I'll use Moon because we both know that we're targets of Moons for whatever fucking reason.
Yeah, we are.
Okay. So I'm not going to go over there and review Brittany J if Moon is a mod in Brittany J's channel. You know why? Because that's going to get Moon back on me, and that's somebody that,
Now, I agree with Jenna on this, and I've said that for a long time. Don't fuck with crazy people. Some people that are absolutely crazy, just don't fuck with them. I totally agree with that.
You just said that you seen what Center's doing was kind of crazy and out there and could become dangerous. So why would you review a channel owner of a person that he mods for? Because ultimately all that does is put the spotlight back on you, because I know as a mod, we watch the shit because we want to know what the fuck y'all are saying about the creator and the channels we're part of.
Right. And I understand that. But the one thing I don't get is, why does him be, and see, I see what you're trying to ask, but I'm not taking it in.
I mean, it's like you've got mods over here right now out of your channel that are here to see what's being said to you, what's being said about you, things like that. And they're going to take up for you because they're your mods.
Yeah.
See, here's my opinion on Sinner, and some may disagree with me. I don't think Sinner's a threat to anybody. I kind of feel like he is a bit of a pussy because many men have called him out and he doesn't do anything. He ignores them. He goes after the women that he knows he can't touch. So I don't see him as this big bad, he's going to go kill someone. I mean, fuck, he's been back in PA for what, 2 months already? Has he gone to see headlines yet? Who's only across the border? No, not at all. So I personally don't think he's a threat to anybody. I do. I think he's kind of a pussy who goes after Queen Bee, says the same thing over and over and over, goes after, wants to stick up for Britney, claims he doesn't do it for money, but we all know that's total bullshit. And so people saying Sinner's dangerous, he's not fucking dangerous. I agree. I think he's totally harmless.
Have their own channel, but that's
Charmin,
exactly what
I don't focus on Center's comments. If you ever see, well, I don't usually review Britney by herself. I usually review Clue reviewing Britney because I actually find Clue entertaining. I get bored with Trisha. So I don't go in Britney's chat. Not anymore. I don't chop it up with Center in Britney's chat. They do come to mind every now and then.
Britney.
Okay,
I review Britney
sometimes
through
in a
Clue, but what
negative
does that
light.
got to do with Center?
Because
I'm not
he's her
correlating.
mod, so he's going to be listening to what you say, and then on his channel, he goes live about whatever the fuck people has to say about her or anybody else he mods for. He goes against them and at them on his channel. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it puts you back in a spotlight.
It's like you just keep feeding it. Like
Yarn, any guy that's ever called out Sinner, he runs from. Any man, he runs from. He won't even go head to head with a guy on a panel. That's a pussy. So again, I disagree with you 100%. If he went after, Yarn, you're so wrong on that. So wrong. I don't think he sounds like he can fight at all. At all. Because again, anytime a man goes after him, he totally wusses out. He ignores it. He brings it back to Queen Bee. No, definitely cannot fight. He can't even fight on the internet. He fights with women, and that's it.
Just keeps being fed.
Yeah, it just keeps being.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can kind of understand. So you're saying, like, when I'm reviewing and he's a mod for Brittany, that he may take something I say or point out and take it over to his channel
and you become the target again.
Talk about it. Yeah.
You become
it does happen.
And then that
even
becomes
if I'm not
danger for
there.
you.
Yeah.
So that's what
I've
I'm
never
saying.
even thought about it like that, though, Charmin. I really haven't.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, why would you? That's like, it's
I've
like
never
holding a
considered
chicken in
it,
front of
though.
a damn tiger.
Yeah, I get what you're saying now, but before this conversation.
You know, Kurt, that's a really good point. Have you heard Mike Tyson talk? He doesn't sound like he can fight, but he sure as fuck can. That's a great example.
Conversation right now, I've never even considered that. Like, it's never been a thought that's went through.
No, he doesn't, Yarn. A few guys have called him out, and he shies away from it. He does not go after men at all.
My mind is, okay, is he going to take what I'm reviewing, take it over to his and go off about it, right? I just haven't thought about it. I catch maybe one live stream a month out of center. I don't go over there as much anymore. Just as, I don't know.
Right.
It got too heavy. It got way too heavy.
It didn't get heavy when you sent him that email, the FOIA request. Then I'm sure it wasn't that heavy at that particular moment. It wasn't too heavy then.
No, it wasn't too heavy.
I guess not. It wasn't.
No, we had a common enemy. That's the way I was looking
at
it.
Enemy, but I thought you saw the good in everyone. I thought you saw the good in everyone. We are in the gray. There's no, it's not black and white.
Why are you harping on this? I have come out. I have said I was being selfish. I wasn't considering the hurt it would do to somebody. What do you fucking want?
I don't know, an apology. Could you give me an apology?
I did that too. I've done that about 5 goddamn times.
Where's my apology?
I'm not gonna do it again.
Backstabbing me, fucking taking screenshots in the Discord.
Bro, you're trying to make it about you and Queen. That's not what I'm up here for.
I thought you were in the grave.
I owned what I fucking did.
Okay.
I owned my part in everything.
Sure.
I apologized. I said I was being selfish. I wasn't considering how me sending him that would affect her or hurt her.
See, this is where Jones's lack of intelligence comes into play. Joneson, it wasn't that big of a deal. They have convinced you, gaslit you, whatever, that it was the worst fucking thing in the universe. You should have stuck with your original thought, which is what I've said all along, and that is all you were doing was proving she was lying. What's even Sinner showing it is not that big of a deal. She has gaslit you and everybody else into thinking it's this traumatic, oh my God moment. It really wasn't that big of a fucking deal. For you to keep apologizing is ludicrous to me. And it just shows your insecurity because you shouldn't keep apologizing for that at all. It wasn't that big of a deal. They made it into life threatening. It's so fucking stupid.
I've said all the things.
Did you talk to Queen about it?
I can't. How am I going to talk to Queen about it? I'm blocked on
Here's an email. Girl,
Discord. No, girl. She has no. She's went too far with me just as much as I have her. I cannot communicate with Queen.
I mean, you basically said that you're in the gray.
I am in the gray. Beat him on my goddamn.
And you basically said she's your enemy. Wait. Let me finish. And you basically said she's your enemy. So how is that the gray if you see her as your enemy?
I'll explain it to you. You want me to explain it?
Okay.
The other day, Okay.
No. I'm talking about the FOIA time. We're talking about the FOIA. You were gray back then, right there. Back then too, right?
Yes.
Okay, so why did you see her as an enemy back then where you sent a FOIA?
Well, she was an enemy, but I was being selfish. I was angry.
So you were black and white. You saw her as an enemy.
Johnson, she fucking lied. And all you try to do is prove that she lied. You don't owe B. Tim a fucking explanation at all. You tell B. Tim, go fuck yourself. If your girl hadn't lied, then I wouldn't have had a FOIA. End of story. But this is where your insecurity gets the best of you. Fuck B. Tim and fuck Queen B for lying. Plain and simple. But you can't stand on that for some reason. I don't know why.
But for mine and Queen's situation, yes, I was. So and I wasn't about to tell you about the other day as like I was trying to explain that the other day when we were going over the Halloween party Duchess did, Lindsay Lee came in the chat and she was like, well, to be fair, it's not much different than what Savage's Halloween party was. And I was like, absolutely. So I'm going to tell you my mindset, my selfish mindset. My mindset is, well, I was a little more, alerted about Dutchie's costume party and them, talking mainly about Brittany J during it. And I didn't even think about the Savage costume party because I don't care for Queen. That's my selfishness. I don't care for her. So why would I? Of course, I would be a hypocrite by saying Dutchie's was all about BJ and not Savage's.
So why would you review other people and criticize them for not being gray when you're not gray at all?
I don't criticize anybody for being gray. I say if you see black and white, then you see black and white. There's nothing I can do. I can't force myself to see black and white on everything. I can't. And I don't try to force people to see gray.
This shit's wild, Truth.
I would love a clip of where I've said, you're fucked up if you don't reside in the gray area. I would love a clip.
Well, I mean, you have
because I understand everybody's brain works differently. Yeah, everybody interprets things.
But with respect, if it doesn't work like yours, then you run with stories like you did with me. So it's like, oh, you have to understand mine, but I can run with it just because I feel it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not trying to be an asshole, but it's kind of the same thing. Like your feelings, well, that is completely gray with no substance. Right. But in return,
you feel I ran with something. I don't feel I ran with anything because I can't tell if I did or not. I'm going by my memory. And it can be shoddy at times. Everybody's can. But you are going to obviously feel I ran with something.
No, but I'm not even tripping. I'm not even tripping on that. My point to it is, can you at least acknowledge maybe that sometimes maybe we shouldn't reserve all of the, substance for memory and maybe go back and look before we go and say something about somebody that's going to directly affect them. Right.
I can absolutely agree with that, Truth. But I tried to go back and look.
Okay.
They're gone.
Okay. So then so if they're gone and you have nothing to prove it, why go with that story?
And
why wouldn't you just leave it alone?
Right. I said, you're right. I won't anymore. I won't do that anymore.
I appreciate that. I mean, I appreciate the conversation too.
Me too.
Like, I'm not a fucking, I'm a dickhead, but I'm not unreasonable. I can't speak for anybody else on this motherfucker, but I can speak for myself. And I think that, even if y'all ain't nobody going to be best friends, y'all are still fucking answering each other's questions. And where I come from, that's communication.
Yeah.
So the Clue, were you trying to say something a minute ago?
Who? You.
I thought I heard you trying to pipe in and then was drowned out. Okay. I just want to make sure everybody has a chance to talk. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all talk over us men. Trip, are you good? What's on your mind?
Yo, this gray talk, man. This shit is it's pretty wild for me. That the whole gray talk is a platform, a foundation for bad faith arguments, for circle talk, where an individual can sit in the middle and choose whatever view they want to go after for the sake of making content and getting views. To me, it's very disingenuous. Shows a lack of ethics and morality. And that's all I really see.
Calling a woman ditch piggy doesn't. Calling her
Hey,
pig constantly
go read the
doesn't show a
definition.
lack of morals.
Go read the
It doesn't
definition.
show a lack of morals, but
Go read the
who
definition,
are
ma'am.
Well, Trip, to be fair,
Trip.
the gray area makes it to where you can throw shade at BJ and say you shouldn't have said, anything about her ex or whatever, but then you can write a poem about.
But let me interject something. This is a fucking drama community. People are going to go after other people's looks. People are going to go after and go low. That's what a drama community is. If you don't like it, then don't be in it. But don't come to a drama community. Thank you, Kurt. Don't come to a drama community and expect people to act holier than thou. Then you shouldn't be here. You should have seen us fucking 4 years ago. You guys are nothing. I mean, you guys cried as courts. That's where it's gotten now, that everybody wants to cry. Oh, it's defamation. Oh, it's a lawsuit. Blah, 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 blah. Not one of these fucking bitches could handle what I put up with in 2019 and 20. Not one of them. They cry literally if someone calls them a name. They're sitting there crying. They went after this. They went after that. Like, what the fuck? It's a drama community. Get used to it or get the fuck out.
About it, and it's okay.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Don't tell me I want to be like you and I won't tell you all the reasons you're wrong.
Okay, I have a thought experiment since we're going to talk about it. Can we think of anything good about Brittany Jenny Jones?
I can.
Okay, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Oh, you don't want to know mine.
Let's hear it. Because we're in the gray.
Oh, that's true. If we're in the gray, then at one point, she did what someone did to her what her parents probably should have.
Her ability to follow sleep is impeccable.
Oh my God. I think maybe in a that's not a good thing. Never mind. Hold on. Do you want a bad thing now?
No, we all want all
really
good things. I mean, we could sit here all day bad things. We're in the gray right now. Aren't we in the gray? Tell me the good things.
Well, okay. I think she loves her kids, whether you agree with that or not, or the way she parents or not. To me, like, it matters, but
and I'm not saying this to be a dick. So don't hate me. But someone that loves their kids doesn't walk away from 3 of them. Sorry, not sorry. You don't fucking have someone else raise your kids and then say what a great mom you are. Your 10 and 11-year-olds can't even get their own blanket or bowl of cereal. You're not a good mom. Sorry, but that's just the way it is. I see no way how Brittany is a good mom. And I'm not saying that to be an asshole. I'm calling it as I see it. So when I hear people say what a great mom she is, no, sorry, I don't see that. I don't see her teaching her kids properly. I see her doing all this drama with her kid right behind her. I see she walked away from her other 3 kids. Even in her own house, she only talks about 1 kid. She barely even talks about the other one. She's fucking a horrible mom. Sorry, not sorry.
On an outside scale, I do think she loves her kids. I do think that she loves the people she surrounds herself with until, something happens and she doesn't. I think she's, I don't think she's ugly, but I wouldn't say she's beautiful, but okay. I'd say she's decent. She's pretty. I think that she deserves better than that piece of shit she's with.
That's not good.
Why is that not good?
And that's another thing. A good mom doesn't allow their father of their kid to turn around and say, Satan's going to get you. Or why is Satan after you? Or why is Satan this to that? Or whatever the fuck he said. That's not a good parent. someone that allows their kid to be brainwashed like that, I have zero respect for as a parent. And her kids have no fucking choice. They were born into this family. They have no choice. So I would never say anything about the kids. But when I hear people say how, oh, I love my kid. No, you don't. You don't fucking know anything about loving kids.
You got you got maybe two things right. I don't know about the friends with people around them shit. I don't know about that. But
well, yeah, because she does a lot of her mods. You know, she has a pattern of how she does her mods, but there are those certain ones that stay forever. And I think those are the ones she really does value and love.
Like Nana.
So, and we
now,
can all
and y'all accepted her after she said she loves Sebastian Rogers more than his parents.
Hold on. Don't say y'all, because I'm one of the ones that holds out on anybody that comes from that side.
That shit was wild that she
I don't,
said
and it's no disrespect to her. It's no disrespect to anybody. Hold on. I just don't, when people go to being so disgusting towards Clue, towards myself, towards other people, and then they come over here, I'm not the one that open arms. Okay. I also don't push them away either, but I'm not making friends. Let me do this real quick. Sam Brown, who let the dogs, oh my Lord, who let, y'all are ridiculous.
Y'all do realize I didn't cry over her calling me a bulldog, right? I cried over over Pete.
Let me just get in through this real quick, and then I'll let you go with that. Okay, sorry. 16 months. Thank you, Sam Sleuthin. Please read the previous. I just did. All right. Can we get an example of good and BJ from Jonesin? That's what we're working on. Thank you very much. Point is, Jonesin, you continued to drama by highlighting the things you just came up to complain the truth about doing. That's from Monica. Thank you for your super chat.
Come up.
KB, I did ask her to come up. KB, thank you for your super chat. Choosing to use Center as your tool of hate for Queen was a choice and not a gray area.
It was a choice. Absolutely. Yeah. I've owned it. What else can I do? It was a bad decision that I made. I mean, do I need to cut myself and bleed for y'all motherfuckers? What do y'all want?
You got to give her accountability.
I've done this on my panel, Truth, 5 times.
Yeah, but
you got to go ahead.
You got to understand that your platform audience isn't necessarily the ones that need to hear that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So
and I call Jonesin a hypocritical fucking bitch, because here she's like, I took accountability. What do you want me to? So did I, Jonesin. I took more accountability than I've ever seen anybody take on this fucking platform. But you and your buddies, oh, well, Laura never took accountability. That was a fucking lie. And it's only forgiven what, if you get numbers out of it? I'm just curious. Who, it's, you took accountability for it. Well, so did I. But you should be forgiven, but I shouldn't? Fuck you.
Let's see. Miss Barbara Hill, thank you for a super chat again. It said, this Miss J has double standards. Shelby Lynn, thank you for your super chat. Truth, a hug for you. You look stressed. I'm just watching. Let's see. Michelle says, you missed my super chat earlier. I'm sorry, Michelle. I'll try to go up and look for it. JP, mod Discord now, Jonesin.
JP said that?
Yep.
In a super chat.
I don't have a mod Discord, bitch. Shut up. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, they've been calling me. They want me off the panel to be real.
Well,
but I mean that was my point about it earlier, was like, so I know you took accountability for it over here, because I've heard you, because you've done it on this panel with us. But
yes,
it gets to a point where you did something wrong. You said you did something wrong. I get that, but the person that you wronged, you've never talk to about it. That's why I asked you, I said, did you email her, Discord, or anything? Because ultimately the only person that needs to hear that is Queen and possibly her daughters, because I mean,
nah,
that it does have her daughters in it. I mean, I don't know. That's a
Well, she gave you her answer. She said no, so she doesn't give a fuck.
no,
But anyway.
I'm talking about the daughter part. Like, no, because that was not my intentions. That's not what I was focused on. I was focused on the bitch is a menace to society nonstop, no matter where she
but that's not gray. I mean, holy fuck. I mean,
it's
I
not.
thought
She
it was gray.
is an enemy.
She's an
Tim.
enemy. Oh, so
Yeah,
it's all right
I
to
don't
do that
fucks
then.
with her.
So
I
why
don't
are you
fucks with her.
why are you criticizing Clue for like reviewing Brittany J? She sees her as an enemy. Then it's fine. We're cool, black and white.
I didn't start criticizing.
Sam says, so how long is someone supposed to pay for their accounted for mistake? Yeah, that's a great question. I would love to know.
Criticizing anything until things started going too far. It's like, okay, y'all got your lick back. I mean, y'all
I think Foya's
real
a pretty
fucking
far.
hard.
I think Foya's on other YouTubers is pretty far. So
Oh
you
my
have no
God,
place
Dan.
to
There's
criticize.
no point me. There ain't
I
no
just
point
wanted
in
to,
taking
I
accountability.
just wanted to say one thing, that you're only worth what you allow, and that I think that can go across the board.
I agree with
100%.
that. I agree with that. I learned a huge lesson with it. I really did.
Sandwich has a question. Funny enough, lovely of you to show up. How long
Who is
is
that?
someone? Huh?
Who is that?
Oh, it's one of Brittany J's finest, well-spoken moderators.
Oh.
So
Okay.
how long is someone supposed to pay for their accounted for mistake? Well, which one? Should we put a time limit on each mistake, or should we just tell people to stop talking shit about people and then expecting it not to be returned? And when it is, they act like victims. Which one? I just need to kind of understand the question a little bit better.
And are you referring to your crush, your secret crush that you have center, or who are you referring to?
Because I mean, you've said some of the most filthy, nastiest, most horrible things about people that should never come out of a human's mouth. So where are you standing on this? You literally talk shit about me, my wife, my job, the shit that I do, and then you come in here and ask a question about accountability. When are you going to take accountability for your words? When are you going to take accountability for your actions? When are you going to take the accountability? There's the real question. Or is it just that you're a sub, so you think you can do whatever the fuck you want, and there is no recourse?
And I don't respond really to racist people like you anyway. Sandwich.
Oh.
What's up, Captain Kurt?
Bro, this is wild, man. This is
welcome to the jungle.
Every time I've ever seen Jones in, she's in some bullshit. Last time she was running around with what was that lady at the crime scene? Like, this is wild, dude.
I've never been to a crime scene. What are
Oh
you talking
no,
about?
you were running around during when Betty and Dolly
Well,
were
fat.
all.
I don't run anywhere.
Well, yeah, you weren't running. You were at some. You were wearing some T-shirt. You were at something. I seen video of you.
No,
yeah, you were at a courthouse.
Yeah,
you were. You were
Prove
somewhere.
it,
You were.
then. What are you talking about? I've never went real life like out
No,
in
no,
the
no. You've never been out and about with any of those people in true crime doing anything. Never.
No.
Kurt, you're referring to Clue. Clue's the one that's been out, not Jonesin.
Never.
Oh, okay.
Ever.
Okay. All right.
You've got me mixed up with somebody.
Well, maybe
That's
you were
not me.
you were live outside, just walking around,
No.
talking like you were there, some grifting away. Who knows?
The only time, no, I don't grift. I don't even. I work, Kurt. I don't.
Well, how come
make
every
money.
time there's some crazy shit going on, you're right front
Can you
and
let
center?
me
You make
finish
sure that.
speaking? Because you just came up here and accused me of two things that I didn't do, Kurt.
I didn't accuse you of anything. It's my perception. That's what you.
You
this is the
just
problem.
told me I was out live.
This is the problem.
Only time I go outside live
You
streaming
are a
is with
prime
my
example
chickens.
of if somebody has a perception of what they see on the internet, you gotta you know it all. You know what the fuck I watch,
I've
right?
never had any issues.
I don't.
With
You're
you.
right. I know you as Jonesing on YouTube. I got offered to come up here.
Hold on. Time out.
Wild, bro. Wild.
Who the fuck are you? You're not even involved. You're over here for the review.
He's Kurt.
Time out. All right. So listen. Sandwich says,
such a
I
side
want
bitch.
to process this with you, Joneson, because I think you can help me process this. So
Yeah, I need your help for this, Jones. Seriously.
Elevator. I have a question for
What?
you. Can we not stop? She keeps on cursing at us, and I think that's very very impolite.
Who?
Fuck
Johnson.
off.
She keeps on cursing at us. I mean,
we're all cursing.
I thought we were. I didn't curse at anyone, so I mean, I
fuck
thought we were
you.
great gang. I thought we were great gang here. I thought we were just seeing the good in
No,
everyone.
you're not.
Okay.
No, you're
Sandwich.
not.
Sandwich
Chill
says,
out. You're not part of it.
Sandwich says, I'm racist. Okay, I'm not white if that's what you think.
Who said that?
So Sandwich was in a chat
wait,
y'all
wait,
yesterday.
wait.
What the
So
fuck?
you're saying that on
Sandwich was in one of y'all's chats yesterday, or she was in somebody's chat because Chasing actually asked her several times to stop saying it. In 2025, how many people do you know, be it they're white, black, mixed, Mexican, Spanish, any kind of anything, mix it all together, whatever. How many people do you know use the terminology colored and then say,
Oh, is that who said that? I heard them talking about it. Yeah.
And then says, well, I'm not white, so that works. Baby girl, where was you raised? It's 2025. Nobody raised you that way nowhere in the United States to say colored.
Yep, that's
Yeah,
an old
that,
term. Old term.
And I'm not white either. So, but I'm not definitely not going to.
I am white. Okay, I'm fucking white. I admit it. There's nothing I can do about it. I was fucking born with this pigment.
We could tell
Is that
Casper
what you
Friendly
was
Ghost.
trying to ask me, though, Charmin? That you wanted my perspective on?
Yeah, I do, because I mean, I want to know. Like,
yeah, I said something about it because I didn't catch it when it happened, but I seen them talking about it in the chat, and I said that's ignorant fucking shit. Like, it reminds you of like the racists back in the day that
It
be like,
sounds
"Go get that
generational to
colored
me.
boy."
in
You know,
1940s down in fucking South Alabama Bible Belt shit.
Kurt actually started with me. We go way back to Kylie Rodney case. He didn't know any of these people. He had a fight with Queen Bee over with Ryan Upchurch. But he was with me and Zav Girl. Like, he didn't even know who Clue was or anything. That's all because he doesn't like Britney.
Who the fuck says that in 2025?
I
Seriously,
agree.
I don't care.
It sounds generational to me.
I can answer that.
Who?
Correct.
Sandwich.
The
Well,
brown
yeah, that's
girls.
true. The brown girls. That's true.
Oh, and whose
I've
channel
never
is
heard
she
that.
from again? BJ, right?
She's BJ's mod, but I mean, she said in her chat, and they asked her not to say that, and even explained to her it was racist, and she kept on with the shit. And I'm like, and then she says, "But I'm colored." What the fuck did you just say? Like, really?
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Hey,
Y'all
Jones,
take
and
it
if
in
I'm
chat, 'cause I got a screenshot of it.
She called herself colored, she said?
Yes. Yeah, she
Yeah,
said.
she called herself colored.
Yeah. So I mean, don't sit there and tell me I don't know what the fuck I'm seeing when I know what the fuck I see. Plain and simple. And again, I'm not white, but I'm not African American mixed either. But at the same time, you don't say that shit about no fucking body like that. Period.
I mean, since we're on that subject, when you said Chico was a token, what did you mean by that?
I told you what I meant. She was used by nonsense on burnt toast string.
Oh, what is a token to you? Define token. What did you mean by that?
A token is someone used to validate their points of a different race.
Oh, that doesn't sound racist at all. I thought you just said that. Okay.
What? Anyways, Kurt, was you saying something to me?
Yeah, I was gonna say if I'm wrong, I do apologize, but I could have sworn like Molly was gonna fly you out somewhere, or Betty was gonna fly. You were rooting on the sideline for. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and I do apologize. But that's how I remember seeing you. What?
I was with Queen then, Kurt. So I was against Dolly and Betty and Molly.
Yeah. Okay. My fault. My apologies. I was wrong. And then then you went buck wild on Queen. I was wrong.
Yeah.
So that was my fault. But I could have sworn you were right, standing shoulder to shoulder with Dolly out there in the turtle suit. But maybe were.
No.
Yeah. That was on me then. That was on me.
So
Okay,
I googled, is calling a black person token racist? And it says yes, calling a black person a token is widely considered offensive and is a form of covert racism. The term is
Overt
inappropriate.
racism.
Yeah,
Okay.
the term is inappropriate because it implies that the individual was included in a group, organization, or media solely to give the appearance of diversity.
Bro,
rather
this
than,
is crazy.
Yeah, that's what was
Like
done.
what did
Oh,
you come
wow.
on here saying those statements
Wow.
on the internet thinking people were gonna, you know what I mean? Like, that's wild, Joneson.
Was getting pressure from like Shady and Center and all of them. She goes live. She has Chico and Nonsense up on the panel. Chico gives her opinion without even knowing what she was giving her opinion about. To me,
Yeah, but that's what's irritating. But how do you know that she's giving her? This is YouTube,
she said
right?
it.
So
has
she
a mind
said
of her
it.
own, that's for
but
sure.
if she's
She does speak her
watching
mind on her own.
YouTube, she can have an opinion, even if it's only if she's seen 1% of whatever the topic is. It's YouTube. You can have an opinion. Just because she has an opinion doesn't mean that it is like the only opinion that can
But Kurt,
be
how
right.
could how is it right for her to go up on a panel and condemn? I mean,
how is it wrong? How's that wrong?
All right, now correct me if I'm wrong, and I could be wrong. So I'm not saying I'm right. I didn't watch the live that they're talking about with Joneson, but I do remember the title. And Joneson wasn't saying that Chico was Nonsense's token friend. She was saying that Nonsense looked at it as Nonsense's token friend. Am I wrong for that? Because that's how I took it. I didn't take it like Joneson was saying it. Just from the title alone, I took it as Joneson was stating this is how Nonsense feels. So, no offense to Joneson, but she's also not the most intelligent. And I think more intelligent people jump on her for that. But yeah, I never looked at it as if she was saying, you know, she's a token Black person or she's a token Puerto Rican or Mexican or whatever. But she's saying that Nonsense looks at her like that, which I don't totally disagree with.
I was trying to separate the people. Okay, because Shady and them were pressuring Toast, and me, I was not a part of that. But Toast was addressing me and Nunya and a few of us. Now, how is it right for her to sit up there and say, I'm fucked up for calling something out? And then she says, well, I don't even know what was said.
Okay,
So
I'll say
how
you're
can you
right.
call
But
me
but how did her
fucked up?
nationality have anything to do with that?
Yeah,
You
that's what
might
I
be
was gonna
100% correct. You might be
Because she's a
right.
mixed woman.
Okay,
And
So,
we're calling her racist.
so her being mixed, it matters for what? Like, she can
Because
be
she was
wrong without having
used
to deal
on
with her
that
mix.
panel.
She was on a panel with
She was
an
used.
an
She ain't
indigenous
never been
woman
on Burnt
and a
Toast
white
before
woman.
or
All right,
after.
how is that?
Since I run in the middle, I don't like Chico. I think she's a fake person. I've seen her on panel with Nonsense. She's so against racism, but she has no problem sitting there with Clue. Like, stop. Just stop the bullshit. It's like she just wants to fit in where she can. And she wants to fit in with Nonsense. And because Nonsense likes Clue, all of a sudden, everybody is all up in arms that, you know, Chico could sit on a panel with Clue when Clue's a racist and blah, blah, blah. But I think Chico just doesn't care because she doesn't stand on what she thinks. Everybody wants her to hate Clue or be racist or whatever. And she's just, you know what I'm saying? I think she's Mexican or Puerto Rican. I don't think she's Black, but she might be. Yeah, she'll sit with Clue and not blink an eye. There was a panel that was done maybe a year ago. It was a long time ago. But Chico was with Nonsense. I don't remember whose panel it was. Chico was on panel. Nonsense was on panel. Maybe it was Burnt Toast. I think it was Burnt Toast panel. That's who it was, Burnt Toast. And this was when I think right after the whole whatchamacallit, the whole racism stuff came out, and Burnt Toast was like trying to justify all the things that Clue said, and Chico had no problem with the stuff Clue said, and everyone was perfectly okay with it. Which, okay, fine. If you're okay with it, you're okay with it. But then everybody throws up Chico as this as, she should be more racist. It's very weird.
She was used.
So Burnt Toast said, what mixed woman can I use as a pawn? You think that mixed...
You shouldn't be using any as a pawn. That's the fucking point.
You think that's what she did?
Native American?
Yes, that's what I think she did.
No, Chico, I've known Chico for a while, and I know her from other panels and being a moderator, and I've seen her, and she very much speaks for herself, and she doesn't speak for anybody else.
She does, Infamous, but she was condemning me for my opinion when she hadn't even went to see what my opinion was about.
So her nationality or skin color matters
Did
how?
she say anything racist towards you, though?
Why are we skipping over that, though?
To call us out about calling Clue out.
But
that's what matters.
But why did you bring race into it to call to fire back?
Lord,
everybody take a deep breath. Everybody take a deep breath.
I'm on 3%.
Because they say Clue's a racist, but again,
Clue is a racist, in my opinion, though.
Well,
Charming,
really?
that includes you for a second, damn it.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Sorry.
Everybody take a deep fucking breath. By God. If anybody else is on the spectrum, like your guy right here, this is overstimulation like a motherfucker.
So sorry. I'm so
sorry.
I just want to say I learned a lot from the Great Gang. You judge people by their race. You judge them by their race instead of their opinions. Ageism, because I'm a 76-year-old man. And I'm not leaving. I'm just talking. So I'll stay in here up till as long as I can. Ageism.
You've been waiting. Too bad I don't have Deets up here with me, right?
Well, she's your handler.
Weirdo.
She's your handler. Weirdo. How am I a weirdo?
You're a fucking weirdo.
I don't judge people by their race.
The weirdos exist in the gray? Because that sounds like an
I don't know. Try to restart it, Maggie.
Him smart, but he's a weirdo.
But there again,
that's something good and something bad. There you go.
So Joneson, let me ask you this question. Knowing that you do agree that,
hurry, Charmin, my phone's at 1%. Hurry.
That the term colored is racist, and you understand that the term token is racist. So
I don't understand token to be racist, though.
Okay, but it's all over. I mean, any normal human would you like to be called that white Caucasian bitch over there by Chico? No.
Or a cracker?
Or a cracker? No. Do you think she'd ever do that to you? No, I don't.
No, I don't think she would.
So if she did, don't you think it would maybe upset you, maybe hurt you in some sort of way, make you feel some type of fucking way? Okay. So why? Because
and I said that was not like in the moment when we were responding to the Burnt Toast Live, like I wasn't even thinking in that way. I was thinking like, listen, this same person used my best friend as, I don't want to say it now because y'all are saying it's racist, but my best friend felt like she was used as that by that same person.
But you can't say that if Burnt Toast is indigenous, so there's not a whole panel of white people.
But who says do you know that Burnt Toast is indigenous? I don't know shit.
I know what she said. Why would she lie? Why the fuck would she lie?
Oh, it's
why would she lie?
Fine. I'm going.
That's crazy.
Why would you lie? I mean,
and that was Joneson on the panel. But let me see if I can pull up. I don't know if I can pull it up quick, but let me take a look. All right, it would have been alive. If anybody remembers the name of that live, I know it had something to do with a conversation that must be had or something. I don't think it was a year ago. Hang on. I'm pretty sure the title had something to do with a conversation that had to happen. Yeah, necessary conversation. Was that the name of it, though? No. Yeah, that wasn't the name of it. I don't remember the name of it. But it did have something to do with that. Let's see. Yeah, I was gonna find that one. I can't find it. I was looking for that live. But I can't find it. Oh well. Okay, maybe that. Nah, that was 3 years ago. I have no idea. I have no idea. Oh well. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I know it had something to do with like a necessary conversation. I so remember that. But I want to show you guys something. I just got to remember where it is. Trying to remember if I saw it. I think it was last night I watched it. Is this it? Hold on, this might be it. So you guys know, like, I've been into all these ghost stories heavily. Okay, this is it. Check this out. So like I said, you guys know I've been doing all these ghost stories over and over and over. Tell me this would not flip you the fuck out. Like, really flip you out. Watch this. This is insane. Absolutely fucking insane.
Would have imagined.
All right, I usually don't record while I'm on the job, but this is freaking me out. It's sort of unreal. I'm here at work. I'm here in the janitor's closet. All right. Just to, I don't know, let you guys know this school was built on a cemetery. I don't know if that helps my situation or not, but previous janitors that have worked here have tried to tell everyone that, you know, every night something happens, some spooky shit, I don't know, paranormal or whatever you want to call it, but yeah, I didn't really believe them until tonight. I was in here cleaning up after some students had thrown a party, but what's been freaking me out is this one right here. No matter where I'm at in the classroom or what I decide to do, it just follows me. And do your thing, you stupid balloon. I got you on camera now, so let's just, see? That right there. Shit. Just No.
The custodian leaves the classroom, and a red balloon begins to follow him. What makes this incident even stranger is that the other balloons, for some reason, remain where they are while this one follows. The custodian feels very disturbed and slowly backs away, when suddenly the following happens.
It just follows me no matter what. Ooh. No, I can't.
Suddenly, a dark figure appears in the background. This mysterious silhouette is visible for only a fraction of a second, as it seems to run past at full speed. That alone was enough to make the custodian cut the video immediately. He later uploaded a video talking about how terrified he was and says he won't work alone again. Ghost or not, the man can't get the incident out of his head. So, what exactly did he capture on camera?
Yo, how fucking freaky is that? I was like, that's got to be one of the scariest I've seen, because you can't fake that. And like, there's just no way he could fake it. And I've seen that video before, but I'm just like, whoa, could not even imagine. But yeah, I may upload. I have found so many videos, and a lot of them are repeats of other people's videos. So I really think people are just using other people's videos, because there's a ton, but there's so many of them. But some of them are definitely better than others. Like this creepy videos, these creepy vids, people I love. I think they're like so much better than so many others. But like, if you want to laugh, hold on. Look at my history. People think I'm lying when I say I really don't watch a lot of people. My history, creepy vids, creepy vids, creepy vids, creepy vids, creepy vids. It's all I fucking watch. No joke. Creepy vids. And every once in a while you see something else thrown in. But it's literally like all I watch. Did you guys hear Louis Capaldi's new song? It's so good. That was yesterday. Echoes, Untamed. I'm telling you, I have tons. It's all I watch. Every once in a while, I'll throw in something else. But that's my history. No, it doesn't freak me out. I'm fascinated by it. Like literally fascinated. Let me see some of the better ones. Like not all of them are really good. Some of them are. Like this Conjuring stuff, I think is bullshit. This Spirit Snap, I don't like them at all.
Paranormal encounters, but nothing could prepare them for what they are about to experience.
Now, this is interesting. This is a really good one, too.
Known for their courage and skepticism, these explorers are about to have their beliefs tested to the core. In 1839, Richard Myers, a successful banker, built his dream home on cursed land in rural Georgia. Despite moving some human remains to appease the spirits, strange occurrences began as soon as his family moved in. Efforts to bless the house only angered the spirits, leading to a lightning strike that destroyed Richard. Years later, another family built a home on the same land and experienced similar horrors, eventually abandoning it. This house, now known as the Conjuring Cabin, remains a chilling reminder of the dangers of building on cursed ground. Upon arriving at the cabin, the first unexplainable event occurs.
Well, from the stories,
A loud bang from inside the house. Could it be a warning that they are not welcome?
and this is when I was immediately reminded and why we need to be careful.
As they step inside, they feel an immense pressure on their chests, as if the house itself is pressing down on them. This eerie feeling is just the beginning. When they walk into one of the rooms, they encounter something truly paranormal.
Yeah, it's pretty dark in here.
Nuh-uh. Some furniture over there just slid.
A chair thrown away by an entity far darker and more powerful than they expected. They decide to use a spirit box, and it leads them to the upper floors where a shocking encounter unfolds.
What I envisioned. This. Oh, what the fuck was that?
What the? Dude! No. Yo! No. What?
They hear loud footsteps coming from downstairs. If you stop the video for a sec, you can see an orb appearing next to them, indicating an unseen presence. But that's not all. They clearly see someone, or something, move into another room and close the door.
Should we go down there?
The scary part was the minute that we looked down to see what it was, you could hear clear as day, audible footsteps running and nobody was down there. Audible stuff is one thing, but there was like a light coming out of the room, and you could see the light just disappear, like whatever.
Now, let me also say the guys that are doing this are all big YouTubers. Like they join together. They each have 750,000 subscribers. This is what they do all day. I went to some of their other videos. None of them are like this. Like they really, truly seem scared out of their minds.
And shut the door behind it. It was horrifying.
Upstairs to investigate, they find no one. But what they do discover is that a previously untouched line of salt now bears a strange scratch mark. After calming down, they decide to explore alone. Omar has a definite conversation with
And I totally did too, Irish. I did. Until I started watching a lot of these videos. Some of them were just undeniable. Especially ones that had kids in it. You can't lie to a kid's not going to lie. You know what I mean?
that reveals its presence in a chilling way.
What has been bothering this family in this house? Why is this land so cursed? Did you just say my mom's name? You better leave my mom alone. No, yeah, exactly. No ghosts. There are ghosts in this house, from what I hear. What? Good night.
Now that you've seen this, you're still skeptical about the paranormal? Think again. This is undeniable evidence that there are forces out there far beyond our understanding.
Room. You want me to go in the room? That's what you want?
The entity directs Omar to another room, where an unsettling event unfolds.
All right, I'm in here. Okay. Hello? Is anyone in here?
A cloth in a child's crib falls, but it seemed unnoticed by Omar. Meanwhile, Casey explores outside near a cemetery and hears something terrifying.
Just gonna be quiet for a minute, see if I can hear anything on camera. Okay, no. That sounded like something just growled at me. I'm good. That was like close, and it sounded like a fucking growl.
A growl can be heard, clearly audible on the video. Shaken, he decides to go back inside, only to face an even more terrifying encounter.
Yeah, man, I'm good. No way. Omar? Yeah, man, not by myself.
Jenga over there in the corner, completely just like, it just got destroyed. Something happened with him here in the barn. He's talking. I mean, it's like we're all talking at once. Casey comes rushing in and he's got something to say.
As I was explaining to them what I had witnessed at the cemetery, I look up and I saw this figure. It was like a head looking out of the room on the top landing.
Inside, Casey sees Omar and Colton standing, but notices a face lurking around the door, watching them. And then it happens.
Something looked like it was looking around that doorway right there.
Saw something?
Yeah.
Come out! Come out right now! What's happening? Dude, look, the door!
I'm leaving.
A force so powerful that it knocked 3 full-grown men on the floor.
We've experienced phantom footsteps before. We've even experienced like charges of energy coming towards us, but nothing ever as powerful that is enough to knock 3 grown men on their ass.
The three seasoned explorers, who rarely get scared, are deeply shaken by this experience. This is a clear sign of the paranormal. As they flee the cabin, vowing never to return,
I will personally never, ever, ever return to this place. Like this right now, this is as close as I'll ever be.
we are left wondering, what kind of power can instill such terror in these brave men? Omar, Colton, and Casey remind us that some mysteries are better left unexplored.
Isn't that crazy? So, Yarn, what I plan on doing though is I have to do some digging, but I'm going to put together some videos because I'm telling you, I am fucking fascinated by this. I am watching it every day. I don't know why I'm so intrigued by it, but I am. I don't like all of a lot of the creators I don't like. What I like about this guy, he explains all of the stories in full detail, which a lot of them don't. Grandma's Nightmare is another one that's pretty good. But creepy vids, dark vids, I just happen to like them the most. What else?
Children's bedroom, they encounter more unexplained phenomena.
Why did I agree to do this? But then I was like, the reason why we're here is we're trying to find answers for the Cruz family. We want to let them know, hey, we can confirm that there is something there. I literally... Dude, I saw it from the corner of my eye.
Oh, what the hell is still moving?
Look, it's not plugged in too. It is not plugged.
To hopefully uncover something more about
What do you think? What the...
Their beliefs are shattered and their minds haunted by what they've witnessed. Explore a notoriously haunted house in one of Florida's most dangerous neighborhoods. Known drive-by shooting here claimed the life of a man. Since then, the home has been haunted by his restless spirit, often seen harassing tenants. Omar, the investor, who mentioned a worker recently quit after seeing a ghostly figure. As one of the investors shares information about the house, wide open. Reviewing the footage confirms it was previously closed. This sets the stage for it. Omar even spots a figure passing by. Is it someone playing with them or something more sinister? I had to sit down to hopefully catch something on camera. And then this disturbing thing happened.
Oh, hell no. I would be out of there ASAP.
You don't see the door.
The door suddenly swings wide open again, despite being closed just moments before. As you watch the footage closely, you can definitely see some shadow behind the glass of the door, but there is no sound of footsteps. What can this be?
Iris, I read about that. I was so bored watching it. I was like, this is one of the lamest mockumentaries I've ever seen.
Something fell off the table, making Omar and James feeling really uncomfortable. Haunting evidence and experiences have left them deeply shaken, reminding us that some mysteries are best left alone. If you find this footage disturbing already, then brace yourself what you're about to see next. Tonight, we follow the journey of Giel and Thomas.
So yeah, see, Iris, you thought that was good? I thought it was boring. Like literally boring. Hey, Candy. Oh, there's some ones about dolls. I would have to find it, but there are definitely some ones about dolls. The Deadly American Marriage. Is that Chris Watts? Isn't that a Chris Watts show? Deadly American. No? It's on Netflix from April. Murder or self-defense told from both sides. Documentary explores the killing of Jason Corbett during a dispute with his wife and her father. I haven't seen this yet. That is on Netflix. She only got 3.5 7. Who, this American Deadly Marriage? Yeah, I'll watch it tonight. And I'll give you my opinions tomorrow. So she killed her father too? Yeah, I used to watch Celebrity Ghost Stories. I'm just like infatuated with all these ghost stories. It made me realize that ghosts are real. Like I always knew they were real, but not to the point. Like, and I don't really follow like the paranormal people because I believe half of them set it up and it just bores me. The father killed the husband. Why do I think I remember this? Oh, I've seen ones on dolls. Freaky ones on dolls. So the father killed her husband and she went to jail? Maybe I did see it. I don't remember. Ugh. But all right, I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna watch this. I gotta work on the website. I was at Sage's all day today. But that's it. So, all right. I want to thank you guys for being here. Maybe next time we'll get some memberships. I did get a Cash App, so I want to thank you for that. Much appreciated, much needed. So, all right, but I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful night. And that's it. So you guys want me to upload some ghost stuff? I mean, it's going to take some research to find ones that aren't, already done. But there are some good ones. Ah. Yeah, well, I'm going to discuss it tomorrow, Candy. I'm going to watch it now. So, all right. Good night. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you. There's one. We got one new membership. Woo woo. Welcome, welcome. Go back to sleep. I'm going to watch this. So look for my title tomorrow. But I'm going to upload some good ghost stuff. As soon as I get some time to research. So, all right. I'll see you guys later. Have a wonderful day. Peace. Thank you, Animata. That was so nice. All right. I will see you later.